Before I get into this video, I just want to say real quick that I know I haven't been uploading as much recently, and that's how it's gonna stay, really. Mostly because when my semester has started again, I won't have as much free time to make videos, and because preseason, all the new stuff has kind of been covered already. Stuff are being hot fixed, bugs are being fixed, nothing to really talk about, and just general standard gameplay videos are really boring to watch most of the time. So, we'll still be talking about what I would consider the most underrated item in preseason. Because Blade of the Ruined King, if you look at any marksman item build, except for Vayne, you'll see that almost no marksman rushes or even has Blade of the Ruined King as a core item. But the thing is, Blade of the Ruined King is as good, if not better, than before. So, to know if it's better or not, we need to know what it was before and what it is now. Before, it was 3,300 gold for 40 attack damage, 25% attack speed, and 12% lifesteal, with 8% current health damage on ranged, 12% on melee, and the 90-second cooldown active that does 100 magic damage and steals 25% movement speed. All that for 3,300 gold. Currently, it is 3,100 gold for 40 attack damage, 30% attack speed, and 12% lifesteal, with 6% current health for ranged, 10% for melee, and in serve and active, it's a passive that activates when you attack an enemy champion 3 times in a row. That deals 40 to 120, I think, magic damage depending on level, and it's on a 20-second cooldown. Now it is getting nerfed in next patch to 3,200 gold and 25% attack speed. And if you look at the numbers directly between season 10 and before and season 11, you'll think that Blade of the Ruined King got nerfed pretty badly. It costs less, but the current health passive is a lot worse. The active is gone, which gave you a really good early game power spike because the Cutlass and Bork, it did 100 no matter what state of the game you're in, so a Cutlass buy early game, it provided a lot of damage. But now, it's not as strong according to most people, and that's why you don't see most people building it. Now, I'm not saying Blade of the Ruined King is as good as the meta ADC items like Rageblade plus Runans or Shield Bow, but it's definitely not so bad that it should not be rushed. Rageblade was made as an item you build similar to Infinity Edge. You build it after you get some crit chance. The people who are building it first are just abusing its early game because it's really strong right now and it's gonna get nerfed soon. Again, I hope. So, why is Blade of the Ruined King better than last season? Well, look at the stats. 40 attack damage. Look at other items. A great example is Bloodthirster. It went all the way from 80 attack damage to 55 in this season. That's 25 attack damage. Gone. Did I say it right? Yeah, 25. Infinity Edge, 10 attack damage. Gone. There are more items who have way less damage than before. Ravenous Hydra, 15. Gone. Lord Dominic's Regard. I forgot how much it lost. I think it was 15. 1580. Gone. There are a lot of items that lost more attack damage to compensate for the crit changes and the mythic passives. And it makes sense. But Blade of the Ruined King remained unchanged. Instead, all they did was change the passive to make it weaker. But the 20-second passive, the one that scales with levels, becomes really strong if you can activate it twice in a single fight, which isn't that hard if the assassin doesn't kill you in the first 2 seconds. So Blade of the Ruined King, I feel like everyone's looking over it. You'll see that every champion that isn't Vayne is probably not getting it, and the only reason Vayne gets it is because Vayne cannot go for Runan's Hurricane. It's the only option when you can't go for more on hits. Blade of the Ruined King is fine for Vayne. So here's what I say. Try out Blade of the Ruined King and you'll be shocked. Now that the items have little stats under them that show how much damage you do, Blade of the Ruined King with Runan's Hurricane probably deals way more damage than Kraken Slayer with Rage Blade, which is a really common item rush for a lot of ADCs right now. I even if it's single target between Blade of the Ruined King and Kraken Slayer, because Blade of the Ruined King is a legendary item, it's not as good, but it's still not bad compared to Kraken Slayer. So I'm just saying, people are looking over Blade of the Ruined King. I just think it's a really good item and people are just looking over it. So yeah, this is the point of this video. Just wanted to talk about a really underrated item which is getting nerfed, and a lot of people thought there's no reason for this nerf. There is, but Riot usually waits for more test results, I should say, in preseason before they nerf an item. I'm surprised that they nerfed work before people started using it a lot, but that just shows they knew Blade of the Ruined King is going to be broken and people are going to catch up to it. So it's still good after the nerf. I still recommend trying it out. But yeah, don't look over this item just because everyone's not building it. And that's about it. Yeah. See ya.